Darius
What's good?
is in the building. How are you?
I'm
How has
excellent.
life been?
Life has been blessed. I've been blessed. Life
I
has
love
been
that
great.
answer.
Yeah, have no complaints. I got goals and stuff that I've accomplished. I got stuff
Yeah,
that I'm working on. I got a lot of stuff going for me. I can't complain not one time.
I love that. So where do we start? For the people who don't know, we went to high school together.
Maybe middle
Back at
school too. I
did we
don't
go to
know.
middle school? You went to Old Callahan?
I did.
Oh, we did. Okay. Middle school. All the way back to middle school.
Yeah,
Young, wild, and free.
yeah.
Young East Side babies.
East side. Best.
Darius, you were always like so happy and just goofy. I don't think.
Goofy.
Yeah, you
That's
just
the
always
word.
laugh. Not goofy like that, but like you were just always like cracking a joke or
Yeah.
just. I don't think I've ever seen you like upset really.
Nah, that's
Not
not really
even
me.
not even after football. You just still would be like, well, Darius is happy. Everybody else mad because y'all niggas suck. Like, I'm just.
I mean, our team was. If you look at the numbers,
Come
we didn't
on.
win a lot. That's what you're saying. Our team was good.
You-
The
you're
results
right.
wasn't there.
You're right. Y'all did have talent, and I feel like y'all didn't know how to play together. Like everybody kind of was. I don't know. Was it the coaching? So we went to. So we're talking about El Dorado Sun Devils now.
Yeah. I don't know. We was smooth. Like I think really we had talent, and I think we had some people that could have gone pretty far.
Yeah.
Like Nooney for sure could have played
Yes.
D1 football. E could have played D1 football.
Yeah. Rest in
I
peace, E.
think Tony Gaywood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You
Bosa,
know what? Let me put some
like,
respect on
they
the Sun
both could
Devils.
have. I think they both actually did play college football. Me, Jordan, definitely could have got recruited. They tried to get us to go like to a small school. We both was like, we just go the education route. But yeah, I
And it
think
was
there's,
Coach Evan. Y'all,
we had
ooh,
him
and
our
y'all had
last
Coach
year.
BJ.
You know that's like actually the homie though. Like we
Yeah,
know
tell the
him.
homie pull up. What's up, Coach BJ? That's crazy.
We'll talk after.
Yeah,
camera
let me
off.
stop.
We'll talk.
I
We'll
get it.
talk.
He didn't want to go to prison like the rest of these freaky ass teachers. But yeah, okay. So we went to high school, and what I think is so dope is like, and I told you a little bit off camera, watching you guys, like we all grew up together pretty much, and seeing you guys grow up into these men who are you're successful, your husbands, and just seeing the mentality. Like it's just like I'm so proud, like an old lady in me. I'm just like,
Thank you.
it's just so fire to see you guys. And like most of y'all are with like you and Danielle's love story is so fire to me. Like y'all are like high school sweethearts.
Low key.
But
yeah.
even like middle school, right?
Yeah, she said we met in 5th grade. Well, okay, we did meet in 5th grade. We met in
Damn.
5th grade through a mutual friend. We already had 2 rest in peace. Our second one was gonna be Renice. She was my friend. We went to elementary school together,
Damn.
and they grew up together. They was like real close friends. So we both went to another person's birthday party, and that's where we first met. And then she was like at my elementary school for like awards or something like that. So we like seen each other a couple 2 or 3
Oh, you
times.
know what? I did go to elementary with Danielle. She went to was it? It's not Helen. Is it Helen Hurt?
Yeah,
We had music together,
yeah.
and I was like, "Dang, she's so pretty." I
Yeah.
always wanted to be Danielle's
With the big old
friend.
glasses and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
that
In
was
6th grade.
I did. Oh my God, Danielle, we was.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I did
It's
go
crazy
to
how you don't
elementary
remember
with
this
Danielle.
stuff until
Her, Brianna, eBay, all
Yeah.
of. Oh damn.
Eastside like really got
Wow.
some people.
We
But
grew
yeah.
up together.
Yeah, for real.
But it's just so fire to see you guys like turn into like this beautiful family unit.
Yeah,
Y'all kids
for
are
sure.
so adorable.
Thank you. I
What is it
appreciate
like? Emery and Zoe.
Yeah.
Not me being obsessed. Y'all need a YouTube. Y'all would be the YouTube family I watch.
Nah.
They are such characters. But like, how does it feel? Like, how does this? Okay. go.
Before we go too far,
Okay.
you got to get your props too, your flowers, because
Oh, this is not about me.
No, it's not, but it really is though. This is your platform. This is
Yeah.
what you do. This is your spot. I'm here because I wanted to talk to you because you got this hustle that I admire. There's
Oh.
more than just like what people see online. I know what it looked like to try to build a business. I know what it looked like to try to build something from the ground up. And I know what it looked like to half-ass it, and I know what it looked like to be grinding and be hustling. And I admire that about you.
Oh, thank you.
Like, I'll be in the DMs telling you, and I'll be rooting for you.
You do.
I'll be
and
praying for
man,
you. I'll be trying
man,
to tell you, like,
thank you
keep
for real.
going. But, like, I want everybody else to, like, be able to see that and tell the person that you see hustling.
Thank you.
That should keep them going another day.
It
So
really
just, like,
does. You have no idea. It's
keep
like
it going. This probably your year. I'm telling you. Like I feel
Thank
like this your
God,
year to
man.
like
You know,
financially come up to where like the pockets catch up.
yeah.
But then I think you got like
Cause
another
the
year
pocket's
after that.
behind. I'll be like, God, come on, baby. But I also had a lot to learn about finance that I didn't take serious before. Like I didn't want to do the part that was boring.
Yeah,
What seemed boring to me. I just wanted to be the creative, and
yeah,
I had to learn the hard way.
yeah.
You know, with that.
It's all part of the process of
Yeah,
growing and getting where you want to go, especially when you got big goals
yeah,
like I know you have. So like when you level up, you can't take the lessons that you've already come with to
yeah.
that level. You got to get new lessons to get to the new
Come
level.
on,
So
you about to take us to church. You gotta hit this church button. You know we'll go to church real quick. But no, I appreciate that. And
yeah,
you're one of the few people that I'll actually listen to when you give me advice or DMs, because I'm a person, you can't really tell me too much if you haven't done something
facts.
more than me. Like it'd be people that's struggling financially like me giving me financial advice.
Right.
I'm like, you could shut the fuck up talking to
Right.
me. Like, you
Seriously.
know, or somebody's like, oh, you should do this for your platform. And it's like, I appreciate it, but we're
Yeah.
both here.
Right, exactly.
I'm only listening to people above and beyond. Like I see you study finance. I see, I've watched your interviews. I've looked at your website. I tried the 75-day challenge.
Did you?
Failed that bitch. I'm gonna try to get, I was a good 5 days in. I was like, I got this.
Hey, that mug hard. Like it's hard to do
You
with
did
the
say
finance. It's hard to do with the fitness. It's hard to do like in general. Doing
Man.
anything 75 days in a row that's not your regular habit. Really, I mean, what you're doing is you're building a new habit.
Yeah.
And building a new habit is just difficult in general. But like if you can get through that bitch, like you become a new person. So yeah.
So what kind of made you really lock in on your financial freedom?
Yeah.
At such a young age.
I don't have like a good like that's just like who I am.
Okay.
I love money. I'm like a lot of people be like, why do you like how'd you pick your career? Or why'd you start this business? Or whatever. Like most of the time is because I know I can make money from it. There's another side of it.
Yeah.
But like I really love like to take money and increase and different stuff like that. But I've always like in high school, I was the little weird nerdy kid that would like read finance stuff in high school, like invest in stuff.
You were always very smart.
Like, so yeah, I was very smart too, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just, I don't know, it's a money thing. I just got into it early.
That's fire. And then you built the wealth with your partner.
Yeah.
Like y'all's story just gets better and better. It's like you see two people that grow up together. You guys built this family. Y'all got out of debt together. Like I watch your interviews and stuff. So I'm like, this is so
I didn't know that.
crazy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, because you were on this other podcast and you were about to go briefly into how you feel about college now and if you would go. So I want to get into that too. But
okay.
yeah, let's start there. That whole story is fire. How you and Danielle just kind of.
So going back to that one, that's the cheat code. You got to get it right though. And I'm gonna say this: I got lucky for sure. But if you like having a spouse that y'all could be on the same page, y'all share goals and y'all work at them shits together, that's a cheat code. Because now you got two people going at one thing. And the reason I say I got lucky is because we just covered it. Me and Danielle met 5th, 6th grade.
Yeah.
We dated in 9th grade. So we've already kind of had that connection.
Yeah.
And then we both kind of did our own thing independently to try to like better our lives, go to college, different stuff like that, which we're going to talk about in a second. But,
yeah, come on.
Like we found ourselves and built ourselves up. And then from there, we was able to come together as a union and like do it together. We got two people accomplishing each goal, knocking them out twice as fast as one of us could do on our own. So that's a cheat code. And the reason I say you got to get it right is because if you get it wrong, you might have been better off doing it by yourself. So like, don't just get somebody. It ain't like a me and you. All right, let's just go knock this stuff out. We got to be on the same page.
Yeah. So did y'all ever have like that conversation of like, okay, this is where we're going towards, or was it just like it organically happened where it's like,
oh no, we have those conversations.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay,
we
yes,
had
come
them,
on.
and then we continuously had them.
Okay.
We had like monthly meetings where we would like just go to lunch or whatever. You got your list, I got my list. Let's make a list. We had to where we was doing it every week. We would do it to where like we're looking at our finances and it's like, all right, this our debt we paying off. We pay off the whatever the big one, and then at the end of the week, what you got extra, or like that's our number one goal. We just working at that, chipping off away.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's like the more attention you put into anything,
Yeah.
the more opportunity in every different which way that you'll see ways to accomplish your goal. Like if your goal is to pay off debt, that's one thing. But if your goal is to, I don't know, if you want to build a car, like you might, if you putting all your attention on it, like you obviously can only take what you got and build on that.
Yeah.
But then the next day when you go to work and you overhear somebody's conversation about some tires or whatever, like you just like your brain is gonna start catching different ways to work towards what you put your attention on. So, I mean, we would do regular meetings. We would just make sure we would like put all of our attention on it and just knock it out as fast as we could. And we still do it. Like we still.
And I feel like just from the outside looking in, you know, it just seems like you guys understand each person's role and you guys don't step on that. And I feel like that's so fire. Like I'll see you guys post up. Look, listen, I'm the D. Smith family fan, okay? Y'all need to make a YouTube. But it's like, I feel like you allow Danielle to lead, you know, in the motherly department or, you know, just being what women need to be in a relationship and for the family. And then she allows you to be the leader and the man of what he brings to the household. And you guys can see that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that. So before we get into college, I say all that to say, what is the cheat code to a successful marriage? Or what has been some of the cheat codes for your marriage?
The one thing you said, like I've never seen that somebody pick up on it, but that's like one super, super important thing. Everybody has, and this is not just with marriage. Like you start a business with somebody.
Yeah, it's life.
You have a friend, like all of these things, like you have to have roles
and
each person needs to understand their role. And it ain't like it's like an unwritten rule or we've never talked about it.
Yeah.
It needs to be like, no, we've discussed this. Like, and it's not like knowing who's the leader and who's not is good, but it don't have to be like I'm in charge and you follow me.
Right.
But it could be like what you said. I'm in charge of this area.
Right.
I'm in charge of our finances. So if we got like some money coming up short or whatever, it ain't like a who's to blame. It was my job. And then it's like if we having financial meetings every week, I was the one supposed to plan that or whatever. So similarly, the kid stuff, like she has these skills or these like things that she just automatically does. I couldn't do it if I tried. I guess I could if I tried, but I wouldn't do it as well. Like she can like just, I don't know how to explain this, but she's just like, she's always thinking about how to make the kids' lives better, how to make the kids' lives easier, how to like help them 10 years from now, how to like make decisions today that's not going to negatively affect them for the next 5 years.
Come on to the good mothers. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Well, parents, but come on, T. Come on, that's beautiful.
So like that's her lane for sure. Another thing with her is she's like the biggest supporter. And like I think that like people might not see that as a role, but like I've had times where like I'm unsure and she could tell me like that actually is a good idea. You should try that. Or I'll be unsure or I'll try some stuff and she'll be like, that ain't that ain't this.
You really giving a lot of gems right now, and I really hope a lot of men are listening because a woman, and not even just men, but women as well, a part of our love language is also being able to support your man.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, yes, we know you guys are the leaders and the protectors, and yeah, it may seem like you have it together, but at the end of the day, y'all are human.
Absolutely.
And you need that like extra push, or sometimes you got to stroke that male's ego. It's necessary.
In both ways, too, like you said, too. And so going back to some other secrets of like, what makes a marriage good and whatnot. Not that I'm like an expert. Actually, I think I am. But if I'm being honest, I do.
Hey,
really think
listen,
I am.
you look like you got it down, buddy.
But another thing you said, there's 2 words of love language. Those things are, read the book. There's a book on the love languages. You got to know your partner's love language and all that kind of stuff. You ask Danielle what her love language is. What do you think she's going to say? You're going to be wrong, I'm going to tell you.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not going to guess.
She's going to say all of them.
Hey, that's a good answer.
That's literally what she say. And I mean, all of them is important. But the one thing that I'll say about it is like knowing how to show love to somebody is different than just showing love to somebody the way you know how. And the way that I explain this is every time you do something for somebody and like your intention is to like show them some love, you do it from the perspective of how it would affect you. So for instance,
That's good.
like
I see where you taking this.
if I wanted to do something for Danielle without, doing like research and talking about it and
Mm-hmm.
practicing it and all this other stuff, I would be like, all right, bet. She at work. Before she come home, I'm a cook and I'm gonna get the kid stuff out the way.
Yeah.
Because that's one less thing she gotta think about.
Yeah.
But she'll come home and she'll be like, hey, how you doing? Whatever, whatever. She go
Yeah.
get like change her clothes to her regular clothes and comes chill. I'll be like, so I just did all this shit for nothing. You know what I mean?
That ain't what I needed,
But
my
like
boy.
the other way around, she would have came home and then, like did some stuff that I usually would have to do. I'd have been like, bruh, I owe you. Like what do you want from me? You know what I mean? But that's how I would choose to be loved. Now, if she, and this is something that I ain't gonna say struggle with, but like we've learned over time. When she wants to do something for me, or before, if she wanted to do something real good for me, she'll like buy me a new t-shirt or buy me a hat or even buy me some shoes. Like she'll buy me something. I'm just like, thank you. Like,
Yeah.
but I didn't know like why or whatever. And it's like, I feel
Just
like I
because.
wasn't thankful enough for it. And then it kind of seems like you don't appreciate it. It's like, that wasn't it. It was just, that's not like what moved me. You know what I mean? I think a lot of times I don't want to put genders around it, but what I was going to say, I think a lot of times with men, we going to buy our shoes. We going to buy what we want because we got the money to be able to provide and whatever. So like the provision part of it, the providing isn't something that we see as somebody doing for us. Like, I got most of the stuff I need, what I want. I'm not going to like ask somebody to buy something for me.
Yeah.
But I can't like, I mean, I guess I could cook myself dinner, but like I can't get something off my own plate without me not doing it. You know what I mean?
Right,
so like
right,
if somebody
right.
can make my day easier, like that's so much better. So that
little
love
things.
language thing,
It's real.
it's like if you know how to like don't do what you would want somebody to do.
It's
for
learning
you.
how to love your partner.
There you go.
It's like and I think excuse me, this beer. Woo.
Grab mine.
About to do some shotguns. We like Stone Cold Steve Austin. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. I think it's just a lot of people miss that step of like learning how to love somebody, but having the patience to learn somebody. A lot of people don't want to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's too hard. It takes too much work.
It's
too easy to just run away and think you're gonna find it somewhere else. And it's like no matter where you go, you're gonna have to put in that work of learning and understanding somebody.
Absolutely. We're humans we're too unique. We're too different.
Yeah.
And our default is ourself. When you think of like what somebody does when they get mad is what you're thinking what I do when I get mad. If they do that, they're mad. But really that's not not true. They gonna get mad their own way. So you got to put that time in.
Yeah.
People always ask like how we get along so well. We always laugh and we always know each other real well. And it's like the time that we've spent.
I feel like you guys have a solid friendship at the end of the day. You see that.
And it's because like if you think about like your best friends from you, like you got your crew, your best friends from high school, middle school, whatever.
Yeah.
You put time in. It is not, I'm not even talking about the years from us being in our 30s to like teenagers. I'm talking about the hours that you spent in those days. You sometimes wake up on like at somebody's house, spend the day with them, go to school with them, switch all your classes, you in class with them every day, all day. Leave school with them. Like, if you really think about it, we putting in 40-hour work weeks with your friends.
Yeah.
And then you do that for 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. That's what me and Danielle have. Like, we spent hours of like being each other's friends. And I think a lot of times people will look at it like, we've been together for 10 years, but do y'all kick it? Like, do y'all actually like
and can y'all kick it?
Like,
because some people can't have fun with their partners, and I feel like you ain't for me.
Right.
And that's why. So now I feel like you guys are all like all the best friends that you have. Y'all all are like your whole married community. Like, what does that feel like? Is it like the wives do this and then the husbands do this some days, or is everybody close? I always wondered how that works.
There's times it's a variety. So
okay.
The guys are all like we all went to El Dorado. We all kicked it together. We had one friend, Calvin, that like we kind of just brought in, or I don't want to say brought in. He just became like in the inner circle, I want to say a few years ago. But
Okay.
everybody else has been like, we grew up together. So we're like legit friends, including Calvin. We're like legit friends where we love each other. We tell you, I love you, bro. You know what I mean?
That's good.
And then the wives are like, Danielle didn't grow up with Dante's girl and Calvin, and like we didn't all grow up like that. So it's not as like they don't got like that little, if you want to call it a bromance or whatever. Like they don't have that same kind of
that
thing
makes sense.
to it. But we all get along for the most part. We
That's
human.
good.
We human. I'm gonna say that. We
have our
times.
Human, and that makes sense. But it's fire, and even like we were talking about earlier too, the niggas group chat.
Yeah.
It's fire. I think it was me. It was just dope seeing. I went to school with these guys, and like seeing y'all now be grown men having grown men conversations about like finance and real estate, investing. But you still got to see that young side of you guys too.
Yeah.
How y'all would debate. And then I think it was an episode where y'all said something about who got the worst temper. And it was, I remember Dante choke slamming a nigga in the cafeteria.
He's still on his head today about that.
He was crazy.
No, he is crazy.
I will never forget that day. And I was like, damn, I don't even want to finish my Cinnabon or whatever. It was early in the morning. The bell didn't even ring. Boy, I said.
The nigga try to act like he don't have if I tell you how many times this nigga been into a physical altercation as an adult?
Oh, man.
It ain't been that many, but it's been like I'm not no fighting type of nigga, so like, it's been a lot more than me. It's been less than a lot.
That's fire. That was funny though. Oh, I was crying. He was like, "Not me." I said, "That's a lie." I was there. I saw it. I still remember that day. Oh, I remember who it was and everything. That is crazy.
And today, if he seen him, I feel like there would be some.
It's gonna have to be the way he picked him up on that day. This is horrible. Oh, I hope he don't watch my podcast. Oh, okay. We gotta bring it back in. But goddamn, oh, that motherfucker was crazy. I was like, oh shit. It's like he wrote. It was just the wrong morning. You fuck with him.
It could be any day. Dante a cool ass nigga.
I can see that. I can see that. But don't get on the other side. So
yeah, for sure.
So the niggas group chat.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? We getting it back?
Life happened. Really, what happened is like everybody is career driven and everybody like putting time into their craft. Fire. Even if it's like some of us got just like corporate jobs that just take more than 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
Kids, like them two alone will take up your whole time. And then podcasting, like a lot of people just want to just get here. Everybody want to be the talent. But you know what I mean? Like it's the stuff that happens when the camera stop recording. If you don't got the money to pay for that, then you got to do it. So that's really what happened, and it might come back. I'm not gonna get no guarantees. It might come back.
It should. It
they
was
got
dope.
The money though. That's the thing.
Y'all got the money. Like, look at these big ballers up here.
Yeah, they got the money.
Y'all done made it happen. That's fire though. Like y'all have grown up into like very good young men who seem like y'all just figured it out and y'all put it together and y'all did it together and y'all helped each other. And I remember watching the episode where it's like we went to Darius, who was the strong financial person. He helped a lot of us, and I think that's just fire.
Yeah, especially
to see that today, just amongst men, because it's a lot of fuck shit out here, men
really
and women.
is.
So when you come across like adults with like good mindsets, you gotta take your hat off.
I think it's also you are a.
I'm about to start laughing again. Okay, I'm about to grow up right now. Oh, okay, here we go. God damn.
You are your crowd though. You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Birds of a feather flock together. Like all of those sayings is true. So if you want to be rich, go hang out with a bunch of rich motherfuckers. You got to find out how. But
you got to
want to be a hoe.
You're gonna be with the hoes.
Go ahead to be with the hoes.
So I was like,
and if you don't want to be with a hoe and you do hang out with the hoes, you're gonna start doing a little hoe shit.
Yeah. Or even if you're not, you always gonna look like the hoe because ain't nobody gonna believe you not doing hoe shit.
Yeah. So that's how you.
Ain't it crazy the amount of whores and prostitutes after high school? I don't know why I just took it there, but it was just like, I'm like, wow, we didn't even like really try. I mean, let me not do that. But
Yeah.
anyways, you are who you surround yourself with.
There we go.
Be there. Do you still like see a lot of people from high school?
I do not. It's crazy. Like I
Like
went
on Facebook or nothing? Or
no on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook I do,
Okay.
but I don't really. I don't know. Like I don't be on Facebook a whole lot, and then I do be on Instagram more than I should, and I don't see people there much because there was a point where like I was so focused on whatever I was doing where I like just got everything off of there that wasn't focused on that.
Yeah, I feel that.
There's times where I'll have my Instagram with like 100 followers, where I'm following 100 people, and it's all focused on whatever I'm talking about. So now my feed
That's
look
good
like
though. What you
whatever
need to see,
my
yeah.
attention is on. So like there'll be times where like somebody will like my stuff, and I'll be like, dang, I don't never see they stuff, and I don't follow, and I'll be like, dang, I look like a bad friend.
Not even that. I
Whatever.
think sometimes you just want to see what you are on the internet for. Like for me, my timeline is tricky because, you know, there are so many people who have supported me throughout the journey. So it's like off the love and the support. Like I just want to follow you back. But then
Right.
it'd be like, I see a lot of bullshit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, I want to unfollow everybody. I
Yeah.
want to unfollow all this shit. And I just want to see what's good for me mentally. But it's just like the supporters, I'll be like, damn, I can't unfollow you because you really been riding with me since I had like no followers.
Hey, exercise that mute button for sure.
I do. It don't be enough. I need to exercise. Like I'll be ready to mute the whole internet. I'm
Right.
like, damn. And then I'm like, God, I know I'm not. I got to stop looking at the shit because clearly the algorithm is giving it to me. So
Right.
but social media is tricky. It's like fire, but it's tricky some days.
It definitely is.
Especially, and now you guys have the D Smith Creations. No, it's not called D Smith. It's called the Smith's Creation. So
Yeah.
I fucked that up.
No, that's good. It's it should have been called that. That used to be like a brand that we would do, like the D Smiths, like because we both
Yeah,
got
D
the
and
D.
D. Yeah.
But yeah, our DIY page is pretty dope. That's like that's a way that we spend time together. That's kind of like my thing though. But she is I can't do it without her because she has the design eye. Like I just be creating shit,
That's
and then
fire.
she'll be like, let's design this room like this, or she'll find it on Pinterest and be like, let's do our version of this, and she'll like put stuff together. Amazon and cart be going crazy, like it just the whole nine. So like she is the instructor, and she's the delegator, if you
See,
will.
I like how you really
right
making niggas realize the power of a woman.
Facts.
You need your woman.
You need one that's going, because if not, you're just gonna be out here doing whatever. And
Yeah.
then you're gonna have,
Yeah.
you know how they say men will live if we didn't have a woman. We got a little bed on the floor, or the mattress on the floor, no bed.
Yeah.
Like this is how we live. So
It would get wicked.
for
And
sure.
we got to pick it back. You put a bed. Come on.
right.
You want some pillows? Maybe might help you sleep at night.
right.
Put a little bed frame on there.
Right.
Some nice blankets. Y'all sleep under.
Nothing decorative.
Nothing.
Like,
I'm talking. Then I'd be me too. I hate the idea. That's why I feel like I'm a man sometimes. But
yeah, she does that, but she also does a lot of the building stuff too. She's not like looking up stuff how to build and whatnot, but I'll do a lot of that. But she'll be like, this should go, a little bit bigger, or it should be this a different angle, or like, she'll catch stuff that like
I'll be going crazy.
I don't really know how to do, and then like she'll help me think of it a different way. She real smart. She's also an engineer too, so that's maybe why she
Y'all
got
both
that brain.
smart.
So yeah, I can't do that without her. But
So how far do you plan on taking that, you guys? Is it like eventually you'll start doing DIY projects on other people's homes, or it will be just more so like for the properties you guys like flip and rent out?
People do hit me up and ask me to
I
do
bet.
stuff for them, and I have this like mental block, self-conscious thing that like I don't want to come to your house and do it and it don't be perfect. So that's one thing. Two, every time I do a project for the first time, it's trash compared to the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time. So like, I don't know if you've seen the picture frames that I've done, but I've made those a whole bunch of times. I could do those and
those look
sell
good.
those and feel like they're going to do good. But the first ones, I still got those because they was for me. They not that nice. So like, if you ask me to do something for you or for your house, and it's not something that I've done at least once or twice, I'm going to be like,
You don't feel confident in it.
I got you, but like, I need you to understand that this is like not as going to be, it possibly could not be as good as some of the rest of the stuff that I've done. So then I just be like, I don't really want to do it.
But why
no
not
more.
just throw that mindset away? I think it's just
I
you got to
should.
build that confidence
I
and just
should.
knowing like y'all cold at what you do. Like
Yeah.
y'all go crazy.
Yeah, the bunk bed is what got me a whole lot of confidence. Like I've seen people make those, and I've
Yeah.
done like my own little stuff on. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
that nigga on when it comes to this
Yeah,
on a little
yeah.
bit.
I
So,
mean, you're doing some crazy stuff. So
Yeah.
I throw that mindset out the window because I
Yeah.
feel like, and I mean, I get it too because there are some times where I'm just like, ooh, I could do it, but I don't want to take your money because I'm not confident. I don't really
Mhm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like that's just us psyching ourselves out, and
sure.
you just got to be like, yeah.
And
I
then
got
they because they do it less than you, they not gonna see all the little imperfections that you
Exactly.
see. So I mean, I should. And then the other half of why I haven't taken other clients is my list at home. Then we have like a blank slate at our house. Danielle got a bunch of projects for us, so I'll be like, I got you after me. But
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's good. That's
but
good.
it's really kind of a little bit excuse. And then the other thing is I don't think it really pays that well to like to build for other people or to design and to do all that stuff. Like if I could charge you the hourly rate that I really, really want, I probably would do it then. But it's not really worth it though. Because somebody else could do it for half and
But it ain't gonna be good.
yeah, I don't know. I personally, I'm like, if I do this for you, I want $1,000 off rip, and then you add the materials and all that. You know what I mean? But
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I be learning. I've been
Give
doing
them a
cheap
chance to
shit
say
for
no.
too long.
For sure.
I'll be like, listen here. But then
Yeah.
I'll be feeling bad, like, this is kind of crazy. But it's like,
It's
when
not,
you know
though.
what you can do and you know your worth, like, I'm going to make it worth every dollar that
For
you
sure.
invest.
Right. Whether you give me 1,000 or you give me 10,000.
Yeah.
Like,
And then if you pay me exactly what I want, like what I know I want to get,
Yeah.
I'm going to go extra crazy for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what? Yeah, you charge whatever you want.
Yeah, you're right. I should be. And then
That's
if I'm going to say no regardless, like, because I ain't really want to do it, I'm at least let you say no. I don't want to give you 10,000. You know what I mean? So.
But they would, though. Y'all give a stranger 10,000.
Right, exactly.
So, and if you want to get it cheaper, then go somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't got the best prices. You seen that video? I don't got the best prices, but I got the best shit.
Because I be just doing cheap shit. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
I'm doing slave work. I might as well go pick cotton. Okay, I need to stop being wild with that. Black History Month coming. That's crazy. I be saying too much, and then I wonder why I always get my ass in trouble. But the DUI page, y'all should definitely push that. And I think it'll be fire.
The who?
The DIY, because I said DUI. Hey, I swear this. Hey, you remember us in Sites class? Oh, it used to be you, Darius. Darius, Jordan, me, Marissa.
Yes.
The twins was sitting right there.
Yes.
Sites used to be like, I'm finna separate y'all ass.
Yes. And that
Paige. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was.
It was a lot of us in there. That was a fun class. That was a cool look. That was our first. That wasn't our first class, but we had some other class, and me and Jordan never go to that first class ever. It was like a basketball class or something crazy like that.
Oh yeah. And then did y'all have to do like weight training and shit?
We did, but we didn't like. We was our senior year. We didn't like, and you know, El Dorado had that short schedule because we didn't do
12:45,
and then we didn't go to them first two. I swear, me and Jordan was in senior year. We did like 11 to 12:45.
Yeah, senior year was kind of crazy. It was kind. It didn't even feel like school.
Yeah,
and we used to be like, I feel like if you was like an athlete at El Dorado too, you also got it away with a lot.
Absolutely.
And then the coaches be our teachers. Like Sites was our teacher. We was in there chilling.
It was easy work.
I mean, she'd make us work sometimes, but for the most part, if she was having like a bad day or something.
I mean, especially if you was good enough to like get your work done anyway.
Yeah, she'd be chilling, and we'd
good.
just be chilling. That
Sure.
shit used to be fire. El Dorado, the good old days.
That was the best time of life, I think.
I agree with that. What would you say like one of your best high school memories were?
One of my best high school memories? Dang, that's on the spot. Probably something, I don't know, probably something football related. I used to love
I can see that. Okay.
The time between like school years, and we had football camp in the summertime. Them shits was fire because you wake up and you got 2 days and it sucks because it's hot in the daytime and you got weight training, you got to be there. But those is the most, like, you wake up at like 9 o'clock, get to school, weight training, practice, go home for lunch, come back later, then you actually get to hit and pass and all. Like that's a good.
So you remember we was y'all water girls?
Yeah, that was.
That used to be funny, and they used to yell, "Give me some fucking water! You ain't getting shit talking to me like that." Hey, we made that whole position. Wow, we
Yeah.
used to do whatever we wanted in high school, and it was fun. Sports was fun. I miss that.
Yeah. What would you say is a top one for you?
Oh, dang, a top high school memory for me.
It's hard.
It is
You
hard.
about to say Dante?
Hey, I was right next. Okay, I'm gonna stop bringing that up because that's great. Oh fuck, I would really say, dang, probably the sports part for me. Like how we used to like wait outside of basketball or before basketball or for the bus to come, just like the sport experience.
Yeah.
Just because I felt like that's when some of our most iconic moments happen, like travel, the bus rides to other schools, going to go to Wendy's before a game or some
Man.
shit.
Yeah.
But damn, it was a lot.
Yeah.
I remember senior year was tough because I don't know what happened. I think Marissa like pissed somebody off, and then the hardest thing was for none of us to get in a fight because remember they say if you fight you can't walk. And that year,
I guess it like.
and we was young and stupid, call ourselves
Marissa
smart.
pissed off though.
It wasn't. I don't know. I don't even remember the girl name, but I think she just randomly was like, I don't like that girl, and she was like a hood rat. I'm like, oh fuck.
She was chill. She was like
She
the
didn't.
chillest
I don't
of
think
all
she
of
did
y'all.
it.
Maybe Scrappy too. I don't know. All of y'all was.
Yeah, we was pretty chill. We
Kinda.
was kind of cool.
Kinda.
What you mean, kinda?
Cause like y'all, I mean,
Like we was cool. Like we just like
y'all wasn't starting no shit. Y'all wasn't fighting.
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't in the middle of no shit. Y'all
we was just playing
y'all
sports.
was everybody knew you. Y'all was fun. Y'all wasn't in no shit though.
We
But-
wasn't. We was just cool. Like I think we worked pretty cool with everybody. But it was just that's why like senior year was kind of weird. How all of a sudden people was like, we want to fight them, the smuts. I'm like, you going into our senior year, we could have ran this 9th, 10th,
Right.
11th. And it's like we're not even on that. Like we're just athletes. But yeah, I would say the sports was like the highlight for me. And Coach BJ coming. Can I tell you a story?
I'm ready for this.
Oh,
I'm about to
girl.
text
This
that to you
how I
right
knew.
now.
No, this how I knew I was crazy at a young age. So he was my substitute teacher. And then I was like, oop, fell in love with this nigga. I made up a whole fake project.
A school project.
And I said, I got to interview a math teacher. I typed up a fake worksheet. And I was like, Coach BJ, can you do this teacher interview with me? Because I need this project now by tomorrow. Oh, it was no project, but he did it though. And I was just like, oh, I'm sick because I made up a whole fake project just so I could
To interview
go
the
with him
sub,
after class and ask fake questions.
and he was a substitute.
And then he
teacher?
was like, how'd you do on your project? I was like, oh, I got an A. Thank you. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's
wow.
hilarious.
I loved him
he
deeply.
he cool people.
Was there any teachers you had a crush on?
In high school, no, we had Sykes as like a black teacher, and then as a women, I think that's it. Is there any other black women teachers in high school?
We had Coach K.
I don't remember.
You remember our basketball coach? Who was the head basketball coach?
Oh yeah. Nah, but I ain't got no crush on her though.
Ortiz. She loved y'all.
Is that
The white lady.
that was
She
probably
talked-
fucking all the other basketball
Let's
players?
not put her in prison.
Okay, you're right.
But you ain't lying.
Yeah, I said probably, like on purpose. But
That's
from what I've
right.
heard, yeah.
Yeah. They like, I got an A. Bitch, I'm doing all this work and all I had to do was lay some dick on you.
Man,
Trail and Charles them used to come into class.
Okay, so we heard the same shit then. Okay, I'm just saying.
I feel
don't-
like everybody, it was a few people fucking at
Yeah.
El Dorado.
for sure,
That's why I'm like,
for sure.
I don't know. That should be great.
It wasn't no like we ain't had them teachers
Yeah, I
that they
didn't.
got today.
you're right.
Like they nowadays, you have a
Yeah.
little 23-year-old in teaching high school. You be like, y'all the
And
same
that be-
age.
And I feel
And she
like
got a
that's kind of
BBL.
dangerous. Yeah. It's like, because you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, no, that's too much like temptation within that age.
It
group,
is.
you know
And
what
these
I'm saying?
kids look different.
Yeah.
I ain't no freaky nigga now, but I be looking at the, like, nigga, me and you look the same age. Sometimes they
Facts.
look older than me. I'm like, we
Yeah.
should not have the same makeup and outfit on.
Yeah.
Like when we were in high school, it was no makeup.
Yeah.
We was just, let me get some individuals, just
Yeah.
ponytail to the back. They got lace
Heels and
fronts,
shit.
with nails. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's like
ain't no way. These little
It'll be
boys
hard.
tatted all to the neck like a grown man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hell no. It's different.
It would be rough trying to be a sub nowadays.
And
Jordan was sub for like a semester or whatever. And he saved them little girls you be on.
It was different.
And I was like, you better.
You gotta run. And you know what? It's like, I don't.
He's young looking. He got that baby face.
He still got that baby face. That's so funny. Jordan lasts like a vampire and Pharrell mixed in one body. I'm like, damn, he still got the same face. He don't got a wrinkle or nothing. But yeah, it gets tricky.
Yeah.
It gets tricky. So it's like, if you know you ain't really built, get up out of there. Get on up out of there, because they built different, and they gonna try you.
Yep.
Every day of the week.
And don't let them think they gonna get a bag from snitching.
Oh,
your ass is cooked.
You cooked. They
Done
sharing
for.
screenshots. They on DMs.
All that.
It would. You know what? Let me stop talking so much. But yeah, get y'all ass out of them high schools if y'all know y'all can't deal with them kids.
Right.
I subbed. They put me in an autistic classroom. I quit. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up. That motherfucker picked up the chair. I was like, this little Dante over here. I'm done. And then they had to put him in these fake handcuffs. He's like, yeah, we gotta get his cuffs on, bitch. No. Y'all need to put me in a different class. I didn't sign up for this. Oh, he was strong, little baby. I was like, oh, hell no. She's like, what happened, girl? I'm not coming back to this class. Y'all put me in here tomorrow? No. And it was a first grader. I'm like, this motherfucker's strong. Talk about making sure at recess you put his cuffs on and lock arms. First of all, if I got to handcuff a baby, that's wild to me. Like, this is a child, not an animal. But when I saw him throw that desk, I said, yeah, put them cuffs on that little motherfucker. Cuff him because he's tripping. Yeah, that school life different, man. That's different. I was like, yeah, I tried. But we skipped over. Okay, so the college thing. So what is your outlook on college now? Crazy little
I think I need 2 minutes.
Yeah, that was crazy. She said, you
Dante.
coming back? The Dante, yeah. I seen the desk fly before. He picked him up by his backpack.
He did, yeah. I wasn't even there, but you know how many times I've heard
right
this story?
There.
I heard this story
Eating my breakfast. Like, oh fuck. You can't bury. I can't. If somebody slam me like that, I don't see us fixing that. I don't care how old we get. Like,
maybe if you get your lick back, but
you're gonna have to, because it was the cafeteria was full. Everybody was in there. And he picked him up and then slammed him. I only saw that on WWE. I ain't never seen that like in person. I was like, this nigga picked you up, and then he was so shocked, like, and he just dropped him and then walked to class. Nigga, no, you can't just walk that off. He just picked him up, wow, and then bell rang, and this nigga looking shook, and we looking like, yeah.
Sometimes though, like people would try you and think they gonna just keep getting away with shit.
I feel that though, and I felt like that was
people.
I felt like that was that moment.
Yeah, he stood on business, and then
I felt like Eldorado had that.
He went to class.
Yeah, and was like, and now it's back to my education. You remember the Mormon versus Black thing that was going on?
No,
you don't
Mormons
remember
versus Black?
Yeah, it was so heartbreaking because I loved Trey Pictum and all that.
I just seen him like a couple months ago.
I used to love Trey Pictum. He never loved me back. I was like, Trey, you never thought about a Black woman. He has. It wasn't me though. So. I get it at the time. It was a little rough, but and Jason Lobo is my other favorite.
I know the name. I can't remember who that is. But I remember we had the Mexicans versus the Black people.
That was also.
I think that was in 8th grade though.
I was in high school too. Because remember, everybody was like leaving. School early one day because the Mexicans was just about to trip. I feel like it was always Mexicans versus Black. But I think the Mormon thing started because we all had, who was our government teacher? I forgot what it was, but it started when one of the Mormons was like, this is only something Black people do. We don't deal with that.
Oh. And right in school.
Yeah. And
that's
we had,
bold.
And I was like, damn, this crazy and I played volleyball, so I was always cool with the Mormons. I'm like, y'all be baking cookies and shit.
Right.
Like, I like the Mormon boys and Shark and all them.
Yeah.
Shark was Mormon. You remember Shark?
White boy with like red hair.
Yeah.
He was a year older than us, or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played football. He was.
Yeah, he did.
He was not that good. I mean,
No,
I
I'm
think
talking
he
about
does.
King. I think we talking about King, the big one.
I don't know King.
Man, the Mormons. Shout out to
Oh,
the
you
Mormons.
talk about Chris Ellison?
I never knew his real name.
Okay, I
Could
don't
be
know.
that.
He married. If that's who it is, he married to a black girl right now. That's crazy, right?
I knew that them Mormon boys like that
I'm
chocolate. I
telling
knew
you.
it. I should have got me one.
Shoulda
That's
got
why
one.
I would have had me a hut. You know what? I should have had me a Mormon husband because it was a
You
few.
might have had your sister wife too, though.
I'm cool with that though.
You can make it work.
You know why I'm lying? Not every day, so I'm lying. Nah. But they was freaky.
Cause they could. Yeah, that's a whole little.
I
avenue.
remember. I used to hear their stories. I'm like,
Nah, but check that. The college thing. I have kids, and if they were going to college today, or if they were graduating high school, and we was having this conversation, obviously we would have it way before today, before they graduate. But if I had kids in high school, I wouldn't completely X out college.
okay.
But I do think that there's only a couple fields of study that you can go into that actually have a ROI to actually be worth going to college. So, for instance, I got a degree in computer engineering. It's basically writing software, writing code. 20 years ago, you need a degree. You can go work at Facebook. You can go work wherever that they need a software engineer. And they want to see that piece of paper. But today, even like the day that I graduated, which was hella late because I failed hella classes, but that's a whole nother thing. Even then, if you had a portfolio and said like I've built this stuff, and you don't have a degree, you're gonna get hired. All of the big companies have taken away the whole college requirements, and it's because like one, they know college don't teach you nothing. They'll teach you a couple of things, but like when you get on the job, you're gonna be like, I don't feel like I belong because I haven't done none of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like if you go into medical school, if you're gonna go anything legal, like lawyer or judge or whatever, you have to get you have to take the bar exam and all that. So you have to have a degree.
Right.
If those two fields and then engineering, but like not my engineering, not computer engineering, but like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get you a degree. Outside of that, like communications, journalism, PE, even being a teacher, like I don't know about the rest of the country, but even in Vegas, you can get you a teaching
You really
job
could.
without a degree.
I had a few, and I haven't got not one degree.
That's what I'm
You just
saying,
go
like-
on that CCSD website; they hire anybody.
They be like, "Are you on drugs?" And if
I
you
swear
don't
that's
say
all.
yes, you just
Y'all
say,
need to be like, "Are you
kinda.
attracted to children?" Because if
Right.
you are, don't bring your ass up in here. But yeah, you
That'd
really
be-
don't.
Yeah, so,
And now you can see it though, because I remember having some teachers I low key thought was stupid.
yeah. Oh no, there was definitely
I was like,
some.
I think you don't really know what you talking about,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna let you slide because I'm a good student. I was a good student.
You can get by too. Like
You could.
especially today.
Today is probably even crazier.
ChatGPT will write your whole lesson plan.
Oh, shout out to Chat. Yeah,
That's-
damn. Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't put some work on. I put some
I
miles on
done put-
ChatGPT.
they had to cut me off. It's like, yeah, you on the limit. I'm like, yeah, I might have to go ahead and get this pro because that thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk to it and just as a therapist,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is going too crazy. What the fuck?
Yep.
But it's so good.
It'll guide you.
It
be like-
does.
it might be on some fuck shit, but it might be on some
Yeah.
good shit too, though. So
I saw this thing where it was kind of like, you asked, it was on TikTok. It was like you asked Chat. I always call it Chat EBT. I need to stop being so ghetto. I asked the Chat. I'm like, paint out my dream life for me, and the way it broke it down was so crazy.
yeah.
I still
Did you-
read it every other day.
Okay, so when you use ChatGPT, do you ask it to ask you questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, so
Never done it.
I'm probably about to nerd out a little bit, but like
Yeah, talk to me.
AI is like one of those things that's like AI today is what the internet was when we was in elementary, middle school.
Okay.
Like this new thing, nobody would know what it's gonna do. It seems like we know what AI is right now, but it's gonna
Yeah.
be crazy different in like 5 years. Crazy different from then 5 years after that. But the one thing that it's doing right now is a lot of people's jobs is gonna be gone because this shit can do it. You know what I mean? AI can do almost any job. And if you like, I can show you some like really cool stuff that it can do if you know how to use it. But the one thing that is creating is new jobs on people called prompt engineers. So a prompt engineer is somebody that knows how to use ChatGPT better than everybody else. That's the most simple way of doing it.
Mm.
But basically, the way that you would do that is you. So a prompt is what you would put into ChatGPT to tell it what to do. So you
Okay.
would orchestrate your prompt to be able to give you the best result. So if I tell it to write me a book, and you tell it to write me a book, based off of how we tell it to do it, it's
Hold
gonna
on.
give us
If
a whole different book.
because hold on, because it's going fast. My mind processing. You said so. If you tell it to write a book, and then I tell you to write it a book, it will.
So if you like, just if we tell it to write a book, but my prompt to tell it isn't just write me a book. It'll be my prompt will look something like this. I'm writing a book about personal finance.
Okay.
You are going to be a personal finance expert and let's just say author, uh, maybe manager that has a bunch of clients that are
Okay.
authors. So basically, you are the overseer of all things with books.
Okay.
Act like that person, and then ask me about my book. So that's the first step. We haven't even gotten into telling it to write the book yet.
Okay.
So now it'll ask and then
Okay, I'm faking. I don't get it still. Hold on.
Okay.
So wait. So if I'm the overseer of the book,
No. Just
Or-
you Lou.
I'm Lou.
So
Okay,
what
do
you
it like
do-
that. I'm Lou.
You Lou. So
Who's
what you
AI?
need to do, AI is AI. So what you do is you go into
Okay.
ChatGPT and you be like, you ChatGPT are the manager or the overseer
Oh,
of it. So
I
now
get-
it puts it into
okay.
the mind frame of like, if I'm telling you to write a book
This-
as this nigga, or if I'm
I'm
telling you
here
to write the
now.
book as the coach of the Broncos, you're gonna get two
Damn, I
different things.
never would have thought to use it like.
So now you tell it, I want to write a book. If I were to start writing a book, first, let's say, give me an outline of like how the best way to write a book. And then it'll give you the outline and then be like, ask me some questions about my book to help you give me the best way
Damn.
to be able to write this book the best way. So then it'll give you like a list of like 10 questions, 12 questions, 5 questions, whatever. And based off of how you answer those, it'll give you a better answer. Versus if you just say like, I want to write a book about personal finance, me and you might get, it ain't gonna be the same book. It's gonna be damn near the same book because it's like,
because it's just very surface level, but it's like,
exactly. So
damn, that's
prompt engineering
crazy.
is something that's coming from like this AI boom.
Oh, you fucked me up. I'm gonna go crazy
Yeah.
today.
Oh yeah, and then like use that shit for like well, one thing that I would do is if you really want to go crazy with it,
Yeah.
be like, I've been using literally write this in ChatGPT. I've been using AI for a year. Give me some instructions on how to make better prompts. And then
Okay.
it'll tell you what questions to ask. It'll tell you what kind of, like, just use it in like,
Damn.
or I want to be a prompt engineer. What things should I learn? It might even give you some books to write, or not write, to read. It might tell you some YouTube videos. ChatGPT got crazy in the last like few months even.
Oh, you done messed up because I'm finna go crazy.
Yeah.
Phone better be on fire. Lou, what you doing? I'm in the chat, bro. I'm in the chat.
Every time I use it, I tell it to ask me questions before I get to what I'm actually getting at.
I would have never thought to do that.
Yeah.
Damn, because you really get in there.
Yeah, you go a couple layers deep, and you're gonna get
That's
much better response.
crazy. Well, thank you for sharing that because I'm about to
Yeah.
go crazy. Okay, well, before I let you get out of here, I see this the crew neck, which is fire. Rapper, athlete, entrepreneur.
Yeah.
If you can give entrepreneurs one piece of advice,
Mm-hmm.
what would that be?
If you have an idea of something you want to do or build as a business, figure out the cheapest and quickest way to test the legitimacy of your business. And
Okay.
then if you get confirmation that it's a good idea, go for it. If not, restructure that idea or come up with something different. To give like a example of it. And I got this from the founder of Netflix. And they have, and Netflix started off not as the streaming service. It started off where you could like rent DVDs and they mail them to you.
I know that.
You could watch his interview. Just look that up, and he'll.
What's his name? The founder of Netflix.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, I'm
off the top
gonna
of my
Google
head.
it. I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah. But and I got this from him. But this is like the number one thing because people struggle with like, you'll build a whole business, your whole website, and your whole whatever, and people don't want that, or they want something else. So you got to, or you do it and you feel like, and you'll figure out that this isn't gonna have a positive ROI. It's gonna cost me more than the amount that I can make from it. And raising your prices, you're just gonna lose cuts. Like there's a whole lot of problems.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
figure out the cheapest and quickest way to test out what your idea is, and then do a test, and then figure out if you should do it. If you want to like run an example, like give me an idea, and then I can give you like a cheap and quick way to like test it out.
I think my next question was like, what advice would you give me?
For
for what I do.
Yeah. Okay. So this is I actually wanted to ask you and give you like actually ask you some questions. First, I want to know what's your big plan. Like, let me answer your question first, and then I did want to ask you that. My advice isn't like, it's not like you about to go home, get on your computer and be
no, I know.
It's whatever.
Yeah, just shoot it.
But like my advice would be like, it sounds like something that you've already done, but are you into like the manifesting and all like the kind of woo people might think it's that? Okay. My advice is literally to do two things. One, make you a vision board, put it up in here or somewhere that you're at every single day. You don't have to study it. Now you shouldn't study it. See it, and then like just like you got these pictures right here. Like I've seen them a couple times just from looking in that direction.
Yeah,
and it'll be in the subconscious of your mind. But pair with that, because the vision board is like, a lot of people do it. That's like step one. Pair with that, write down your exact business and write every little detail that you want.
Okay.
And like down to like what time you woke up when you started your business. What did your office look like? What did you do on Tuesday afternoon because you had that day off? Like write this down, and like I have some of these in my phone, and it'll be like, and read it every single night. When I read mine, sometimes it'll take me 10 minutes to read it because it's gotten longer. Every night I'll add something like, oh no, I kind of was vague on this. I wanted to be more specific on this is what I want it to look like.
Yeah.
If you get sleep, you should fall asleep reading it because you don't finish it every day. You should read this so much to where in the back of your mind, you always know. And your subconscious
will stored in that subconscious, yeah.
Your subconscious will bring opportunities to that. And that's like not hard advice, like get you a better website or charge more money or nothing like that. But I've manifested so much stuff.
Man.
Like,
you know what, for me, like, okay, so I was always, and I'm huge on vision boards, and I did that every single year. And I think because my years have always went so opposite, this year I kind of went in every New Year's Eve. I'm like, sit, write it out. I mean, from each creative room, the end goal for me is to have a huge fucking creative building where it is literally, I call it the creative paradise. And I've mapped out every room, what each room is going to do, how it's going to work, how it's going to look, how it's going to set up, and the pictures. But I feel like I got my ass whooped so many years. I just threw the shit away, ripped it. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And like this year I kind of went in, which is kind of sounds crazy, but I'm like, God, maybe whatever vision you have, like I'm just going to let you put my board together. Because clearly every time I've put my board together, and I have a very bad thing of just trying to control everything.
Yeah.
Each month. I mean, I would have every month broken down, like January, I'm going to do this. February is going to look like this. And I think it never happened. But I also know, because I didn't properly execute and I didn't go into as many details of like really going into depth about like this time I woke up and this is going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do that.
And when you write your vision board, or not when you write it, because I don't really believe in writing it because of what you said. You don't want to tell the universe or tell God or tell whatever you believe in how.
Exactly.
You say what, and then fill in the rest of it.
That's good.
And let the rest create itself.
And that's what I was doing wrong.
I think you should say what you want and be exact details you want. And then also don't say nothing that you don't want. Like, don't write that. If you don't want it, say what you do want. Like, don't be like, I don't want a husband that's short. Be like, I want a husband that's 6'3.5". Like, be specific like that.
Just don't put the negative energy into it.
Because it's all, you're thinking of it.
Yeah, and that's what you're going to get.
The subconscious is in there. But like, write exactly what you do want on every little aspect.
Yeah.
And don't say I want my husband to be 6'3" and I'm gonna meet him at the bar. It's gonna be on a Tuesday, March 40th, March 13th, and then it's gonna be at this specific bar, and leaves the details of the how open, and just of
Okay,
the
that's
what,
good.
and then also don't put, like, I know you say you do it every year. I have vision boards, and I've done them mid year. Sometimes I do them in the beginning of the year sometimes, but I don't do it for a year. Like, I'll do a vision board.
Like, is it more so your short term goal vision
No, it's
boards? Or?
like I'll have my vision boards for a couple years. So like
Oh, okay, okay.
I'll keep it until I've knocked out most of it or half of it, or until it's not part of a vision that I have for myself no more. So for instance, like, I've manifested like crazy stuff. I know we probably trying to get out of here too, but I've
Yeah, no, we
manifested.
good. I could be here all day. Just hold the cameras. I'm just gonna keep checking the cameras. We good.
I've manifested like crazy stuff. Um, I'll give you like a couple examples. When me and Danielle decided we wanted to have kids, we tried for over a year and couldn't. So we did the doctor thing. It was like, these are some of the problems. And we was like, whatever. But I put it on my vision board because I felt like it was possible. Like, doctors can't say whatever. We had a kid after, like, the doctor saying it probably wasn't likely that we would. That's one thing.
Wow.
And I've put like our houses that we've bought on there. I put all kind of stuff on there. Another example, and this is why I say, like, this stuff will be in the back of your mind and you don't figure out how, you just put what. And another example for be specific is I always put something fitness related, and I was very vague about this, what I put on there. I put a picture of a dude jump roping, like mid jump rope. And like, to me, it's like I want to get fit or whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't like have no goals towards that or whatever. It's just like, I'm work out when I work out, whatever. It wasn't that year, but it was like 9 months later, at the beginning of the year, somebody challenged me to this stupid ass jump rope challenge, and you had to do it 300 days out of the year. And I was like, halfway through, I'm like, I seen my vision board. I'm like, this why I got into this shit. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
crazy.
You got to be real specific about what you want. So like, a lot of
shit
times,
is real.
I could show you this one picture I got, but a lot of times I will find exactly what I want, and if I don't see me, like, if I'm not on there, I will Photoshop my face onto somebody else's. That way it can be very specific on what I want. Like,
now that's good.
Yo, podcast paradise, you can like.
No, that's good. Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
All jokes aside, when I met Dave East, them Photoshop photos, although it's comedy for people,
I swear to you,
that was me low key set. I was like, if I can really do this, I'm going to really unlock it in my mind. Like, you can do it.
I'm telling you.
I looked at a Photoshop picture that I made, and I was like, I'm going to make this happen.
I'm telling you.
And now I have a real photo.
Yes.
That moment, I said, oh, this shit is real.
I'm telling you. It's crazy how it worked. And like, you don't realize that every part of your life, you manifest. Like, you might not have put up a picture, but you might got that picture in your head and you can't get rid of it. Or you might sometimes be like dreading something. Like, fuck, I got to see the same client again. And they going to keep coming back. Or it might be like all the stuff, everything in your life that you've ever had, you've manifested, whether it be on purpose or on accident. So there's a lot of power in that if you can dig into that a little bit.
And I was misusing my power. I felt like I was more focused on the negative or the fears that I had or what I didn't have. So that was all happening. And I was like, you see it works.
Yep.
And you see how you're misusing the power. So apply it here and take your mindset here. And the minute it shift, I'm like, holy shit.
Yep. And I can tell you that when I say that you, like, it's your year or it's your time, like, you're an opportunity away or one business relationship away, I know you are, because like, I see you going through a cycle that I've gone through, and not saying like I'm ahead of you or I'm better or nothing like that, but I've had success in certain areas after, like, I see the YouTube videos that you share, like with Marvin. What's the black dude, the preacher? But
my little Myron Golden, yeah, Mama.
He, like, getting into stuff like that. I've seen you get into mindset stuff.
Yeah,
I see you reading your Bible. Like, all of this stuff is stuff that, like, I've gone through, and it's like when you start tapping into that mindset, and I think you're scratching the surface of it. I am too, honestly. But like when you start getting into like how you can use not just the physical world, but like some. I don't know. I'm
No,
starting
no,
to
you
get too.
talking crazy. No,
Yeah, I'm
no,
starting to
no.
get too
We
crazy
we
into
gonna
like
have to
what I'm
spin a
talking about.
block
But
on part two. We should have gotten
yeah,
to this earlier, but no. And I feel it. Like, and
yeah,
I feel like this is something like I've never felt before.
yeah. You there? You right there.
And I'm like, all right.
So don't like stop whatever you believe because it might get a little harder because you real close
Yeah.
to whatever you trying to do. But I want
Yeah.
to know like for you though, what is your full blown vision? Or like if I'm in a conversation with somebody and they mention like, oh, I need somebody that can help me with this, and like what is it that I could because I know a lot of stuff that you do, but what is your ideal?
My ideal vision is to really, it's really my my creator's paradise where I can create a world where I can assist any type of creator, whether it's acting, whether it's music, whatever it is you do. I want you to be able to come to me and I can guide you, I can build you, and I can show you that dreams are real. But here's the blueprint, here are the steps, here's the assistance that you need. Here's the genuine help. And it's no code, it's no gatekeeping. That's like my ultimate goal, is to really just create this world of it's kind of like just dreams come true here. And in the midst of that, like I'll also like, pursuing like dabbling into acting and all those things. But my end goal is just opening this creative paradise and pushing the most powerful productions in entertainment. And I feel like that's only just the start
Mhm.
of the next level that God has for me. I feel like I have to do some type of God work in this entertainment field because it's so dark and there's not a lot of real shit, or there's not enough informative, like creative information. There's not like a lot of free people, or there's not a lot of people that'll really reach down and be like, I got you.
Yeah.
And here it is. And you can do it.
Mhm.
And there like the vision that I have like in production. Let me not go too crazy, but overall, it's like opening my huge creative center.
Okay.
Similar to like what Tyler Perry has, but I don't like saying that because I don't want to be like anybody else. But
Yeah.
it's creating that entertainment world of my own
Yeah.
and doing everything there.
It's good to be able to like explain this very concise to where you can explain it in a minute or two to where now anybody knows
Okay.
how either Lou could help their friend or how we could help Lou. Because now, question I would say now is like, is the main goal what you see in this vision? Is it the creative paradise? Is it like the services around it? Is it the anything specific, like any specific industry, like all of these things? Is it all of it? And then like, is there a way to like be super concise about it? Which you don't really have to answer right now, but I'm
Yeah.
just
But
if
no,
you
I get
have
it.
that,
Like to just really
yeah,
quickly execute and be like, this is what I offer.
yeah.
Which is, yeah, because I did sound kind of like crazy and all over the place.
Nah, but it's a real vision. It's a real dream. Like you want to do a lot, and I think that's
I think
that's
as
a
far as
quality of
entertainment,
somebody.
it's just like the services that I can provide to
Okay.
people
Okay.
through entertainment. That's the purpose of the creator's paradise.
Okay. Yeah.
Come here, you're a creator. Here's a home for you.
Yep. That's what I
Here's
was
what I
thinking.
offer to you.
Yep.
This is what it takes. So yeah, let me just keep it. Thank you for saying that, because sometimes I be just going too much. It'd be like all over the place, and I'm like, but then I want to do this and this that. Nah, that's what it is.
That's a quality of somebody that wants to do, that wants a lot, that wants to be the best, that wants
Yeah,
to be the top of the line though. So it was good though, but yeah,
I was good. It sounded a little crazy.
nah, you smooth.
Like, can I
Needed.
do all that? Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I just get so uncomfortable when people try to like put me in this box of like, you can only do this.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a minute I felt like I got stuck in this comedy box.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't just do comedy.
Yeah.
I'm a funny nigga, but
you did a whole movie though. Like not you and I don't know about I want to say a whole movie, but wasn't you already an actress in a movie before?
I was.
Yeah, like you've done, you got a resume.
But I gotta make the resume make sense.
Yeah.
In my mind, it makes sense, but like when I'm communicating it to people in the world, I have to learn how to make it make sense, because in my mind, it's just I see it, but I can't explain it.
So when you had ChatGPT write your dream life out, did you give it all of this stuff too? Did you tell it
Yeah.
all the stuff that you told me and
Yeah.
had it like, okay, so yeah, that's
And the way she broke, but it was still long. The way she's,
yeah.
I don't know why I call her a she, but it's it's my homegirl in my head. But yeah, and it
Cop-
was like perfect.
Copy that, put it in your phone, read that mug every night. Every
It
night.
was my wallpaper for a minute,
Yeah, all of that.
and I need to, yeah, it's been like probably 2 months since I read it, so I do need to pick it up because it was the perfect way to paint my life. And she just, even from waking up, and I included like my spiritual practice that I want to do, just like my whole entire routine to the car that I'm going to leave to work in.
All of that. There you go.
I was like, oh, this is crazy.
Mhm.
And it just gave me like this spark that was just crazy. But yeah, okay. So thank you. That was fire. That was fire.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks for coming.
This was something on my bucket list to be able
Thank
to
you
work
for
with
pulling up, man.
Yeah.
Many more to come. We'll have to go deeper into, the subconscious mind. Because when you start talking like that, people be looking at you like.
Yeah. But it's crazy how
And
many people actually are into it. I didn't think it was a lot. Now, yeah, true.
And I love that.
And I think TikTok helped with that a lot.
Shout out to
I feel
TikTok.
like, yeah. So
Because, yeah, now you don't feel like a weirdo.
right.
I used to be like, see, let me just shut up. And like, you always quiet. Because if I start talking, you're going to think I'm like on drugs.
Right.
Although I do love shrooms. But I'm just saying. Darius, and you're are you still gonna do YouTube and push your courses on financial? Like, I mean, can the people tap in, or should they go like just check out the DIY
I'm gonna
creations?
Tell you what, I have a whole like vision of what I want to.
What's your vision before we get out of here? Come on.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's gonna take
we got some
30 minutes. No, just
30 minutes. We got about like we'll see. Let's just ride it out. Nah. If it cut off, then shit, you don't know what happened. Let's go.
Now mine is I'm a creator. So like I like to create in every single way. Like the thing that gives me life is something that does not exist, and then I create it and put it and make it exist.
Oh, you are so good.
Like,
that's good. Yeah.
Whether it's like something that I'm building, like a picture frame is literally just a bunch of wood, and then you have this real cool, beautiful picture frame. Or if it's like an interview where it's like we didn't have this, then we do the interview. Now you got all these funny clips, and you can make people laugh, and then you can like spark interest. You can create like educational content. Like those are things that's creating.
Yeah.
There's the number one thing that I like to create though is business, and my favorite way of doing it is creating a business from startup where it's absolutely nothing, like we just said, to the point where it's like making money and to like be able to like sell it. So that's my goal, is to be able to create a business from my ideas, because I got a bunch of those, and just be able to execute on them and like build one every year or whatever. So I don't want to say follow one page or follow whatever, because like
it's tough though.
Might like just like right now the DIY page is something I'm testing. And it's like I
feel that.
make a business out of it, but like there's other stuff that I.
But see, so isn't it uncomfortable when you like kind of box yourself into like this one thing? I think that's what I struggle with, because I feel like if I say like, okay, this is just what I want, I know there's a million other things. Like this year, one of my goals is to really get into real estate, because there's something about that I know I have an interest in, and I'm looking at it, and it's like my spirit is craving it, and I'm just like looking at properties, and I'm like, what can I do there? And I feel like there's also a creative outlet in that too.
Yeah.
And for me, not more so like selling the property, but it would be going in and like, flipping the property, turning it into something else, and like seeing value in something that most people are like, okay, this is done. So for me, that's like calling me.
Yeah.
Seeing like this open land.
A way to like be yourself in any of these industries too.
And I feel that. Or making it all make sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you're a creator, there's just, like you said, creating something that doesn't exist. I think that's so fire.
Yeah.
Or taking something, like even a million people do music reactions, and I look at it and I'm like, how can I make this different? And I will watch different reactions. Like I apply Kobe's mindset to so much of my life. It's probably sick, but the way he watches film is the way I like study content. I'm like, okay, they do this, that, boom, 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 boom. Then I go watch myself, and I'm like, okay, I do this, I do that. I stumble here, I struggle here. Like I know I know your weaknesses and I know how to execute. I know how to like take, okay, this is what the people like. And I can create something that they've never seen before and make it funny and combine and make it all make sense. Because I'm like, niggas, okay, it's comedy. How can I combine comedy and music? If I could bring my reactions are pretty much me testing my stand-up comedy.
Right. Facts. Yeah.
Material. That's all it is. And
Yep.
I don't feel like that's something you see in the reaction world. And I'm like, that's what can make me different.
Yep.
I'm taking the bars. I'm building a joke off of the bars.
Yep.
I catch certain bars for a reason. I pick certain things for a reason. I'm like, I mean, this is good, but I can really execute some material through this.
And one thing that I've learned, something that you do and what I do, is when you're creating like a new lane, like something that doesn't exist, like you're doing it your way and other people haven't seen it this way, it's going to take longer to catch on because you're creating something that people like. If you go sell houses, there's a million other people selling them. So,
Yeah.
you know, we going to follow your house page, but we already know what to expect.
Right.
But if you going in there and you like, let me show y'all every single house that won't sell for the price, and it's like, or whatever is something new or crazy that you're doing, it'll be like, why is she doing that? Like,
I swear,
understand.
I get
And
that
it's
so
like-
much.
It's like people don't understand it because they haven't seen it enough. So you have to like really like blitz
Yeah.
that and like really put a lot of content
Yeah.
and stuff behind it because you're creating something that they haven't seen. Like you're not
Just-
piggybacking off of something
Yeah.
that's already exists. So
It's like it's different and I don't expect people to understand it. And sometimes like I feel like I don't like to always communicate my vision to people because of that reason, because it's not going to make sense. So many
Yep.
people ask me like, why do you drop the way you do? Why do you do this? And I'm like, I'm going to create something you've never seen. I'm doing a method that you have never seen
Yep.
before. You've seen it done this way.
Yep.
Maybe that works for you. But God has shown me something different.
Yep.
And I'm listening to that versus this.
Yep.
And people are like,
and it might take longer for it to blow up.
and you
because
just,
of that.
it is. And I'm like, I'm willing to stay true to this journey. I've come this far. And it's like, it feels better staying true to it and moving at a slower pace than to piggyback or copy something that's already been done.
Yep.
I can't be proud of that work. That's somebody else's work. That's not me.
Right.
I don't shine through that work.
Yep.
I'm just following the wave of trying to get hot. I'm not really making a change.
Yep.
Like if I can take my entertainment and like be some type of change to people or motivation to people, like there's a reason I pick certain topics or I say certain punchlines, because it's like I want you to see the deeper meaning under the wild shit that I'm saying, or I'll use some wild shit to just grab my people in.
Mm-hmm.
I got you where I want you. Now let me give you this.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely an art. Like
It is. It's like so many
there's a
things
science
to
and an art to it.
just science.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And I was just talking about science the other day, and I used to like science. I was telling them about my sulfur project that I made on a periodic board. It's like, bro, I went crazy, shut every nigga down. They was like, I don't want to go after Lucinthia. I was like, you probably shouldn't. Y'all should all go first. My shit finna go crazy. But anyways, what a great conversation. Darius, you know what? Reading the Bible, you know y'all called Darius.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they say it.
King Darius.
King Darius.
He was a king.
But-
We was kings. We are kings.
Yeah, that's very true. Bible was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. I was like, I should have picked this up a long time ago. But Darius in the building. I just no, man. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming. What a dope conversation. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's me just repeating what the fuck I should say. If you enjoyed it, you'll subscribe. If you like it, then you'll motherfucking watch it again, and then you'll go to something else. If not, hey, I'll be here if you change your mind. See you guys later. Bye.